Hello. So I haven't been very good with my YouTube channel, and that is something I'm going to work on. So when I first started and decided to make a YouTube channel, I kind of wanted it to be about my business and kind of help that, but I decided I kind of just wanted to talk about me and my life, and that will include my business and how things have gone and are going, and they are going pretty well. But there's other aspects, and I kind of just want to talk about other things in my life. And if anyone out there needs that extra support or maybe going through something that I'm going through, like, we can always help each other. So I haven't really done a really good introduction on my YouTube, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about why I'm making this video, and hopefully you can get to know me a little bit more. If you don't already know me, I am going to be announcing something that's kind of important and it's going to be life-altering for me. Okay, so I am Brittany. I am 33, and I am a mother of 4, and I've been married for about 3.5 years to my husband. We decided to finally, make it official when I became pregnant with my third, Luca. So, I want to give you, the reason why I'm making this video is I want everyone to know that I have decided to undergo gastric sleeve surgery. The official name is, I'm always so bad at this, vertical sleeve gastrectomy. So what a sleeve is a surgical weight loss procedure where the stomach is reduced to about 15% of whatever size it is now. So it's a large portion of your stomach is actually removed. And that is basically why I'm making this video, to let everyone know that I have decided to do that. So a little background. First, I want to say that this decision wasn't made in light at all. There was lots of research and under the care of many professionals, including dietitians, surgeons, doctors, psychiatrists, and the whole thing. It's also important for me to tell you that I am excited, but I am very scared. Very scared. Just because my weight has been an issue for as long as I can remember in my adult life, as far as the losing and the gaining, the losing and the gaining. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about a little bit about my journey being a fat girl, and then a little bit about why, what makes me a good candidate and why this is the route that I am taking. So, I've never been like a super skinny girl ever, but I was, pretty fit. I played softball, I was cheerleader, but I was always kind of the bigger girl, but I never, had healthy eating habits. And I will say that, like, a lot of stuff has changed since I was a kid as far as, like, the education of what's healthy. And so I remember, being really, like, young, like, what you wouldn't see now, like, maybe 10 or 11, and, drinking soda, which soda, anyone that follows me has always been, like, my #1 addiction as far as food goes, okay? It's also important to know, as far as weight struggles, that I have also struggled with depression, severe depression, debilitating depression, anxiety, and I am also an addict that is in recovery. I have had suicide attempts, stays in, hospital. My first stay was, I think 17. And then I am a recovering drug addict. So that is very important as far as noting what the weight struggle, and basically, shows that addiction and stuff, because food is an addiction, is kind of prominent. And how depressed depression causes, does not help with weight loss. And then being overweight doesn't help with depression. And it's kind of like a huge circle, an awful circle. So I want to say I really did have a great life growing up. My parents, we never wanted for anything for kids, I was an Army brat, so I did move around a lot, making friends and then having to leave them. That is a little rough on people, but like my parents, did the best they could to show us, that, very proud that both of my parents served. And then my mom was a nurse eventually when she got out of the Army. I am a sexual abuse survivor. I don't want to get into that much on this video because I know it can be a trigger for some, but if you ever want to, my email, you can email me and we can chat a little bit about that. But that's also very important to note, that I am a sexual abuse survivor and a sexual assault survivor. So I definitely started noticing a lot of trends for depression for me in comfort eating pretty early, probably about 13 or 14, and also some self-harm. But I really did. I like to eat, okay? And it was something that was always there, and it was a fun thing, going out to restaurants, fun activities, after softball season, we would go get pizza. So that's fine and it's great and food is always there, right? And it's not that bad. It's not bad like compared to other things. So I will say like, I don't want to get too much into my other history, but I want to show how it kind of related to food. So from food, it went to other stuff like alcohol. So then I was an alcohol, like I was drinking a lot, which then led to drugs, illicit drugs. And I want to say that I was basically counted out in my drug abuse struggle. So food wasn't a problem then because I was 100% on drugs, which now, I live in the state of Ohio, and there's a huge opiate epidemic, and I was an opiate addict, okay? And I struggled for years with that, and I was one that people kind of counted out. Some people did. My mom and dad, they never gave up on me, but there was a lot of heartbreak that came along with my years long of addiction, okay? Obviously the thinnest I was in my adult life was when I was an active addict, which is funny because, not funny, but that just like, you don't care about food when you're out there. So eventually, I hit my bottom finally with that and, found a new way to live without the use of alcohol or drugs. So then where did my comfort come from? And it came from food, and I rapidly gained a lot of weight quick when I was new in recovery, and it didn't help that about at 6 months clean. I also became pregnant with my first child, Rhea. So now I am clean. I am not using drugs to medicate or comfort myself, and I'm also pregnant and a new mom. So I was just eating, okay? Eating a lot. I gained probably about 80 pounds in that first year of recovery. And then a big part of my story is dieting. I have done probably every single diet that's been around, whether it's been a trend or under the care of a doctor. And I do stick to it. But here's the thing, okay? I've probably lost about 500 pounds. I've lost and then have gained even more so through the last 10 years of my life. Because the thing is, like, it's so easy to gain back that weight. And the yo-yo weight gain and losing is so rough. It's so rough on your body. It's rough on your mind. and it's rough on your organs. It is just not ideal. It's rough, okay? So I have the whole yo-yo thing, and then, you know, multiple pregnancies, and the losing the weight and the gaining the weight, and I had the last 3 very close together within 3 years, so that didn't help, which brought me to my highest weight. I 9 months pregnant, and I had passed 300s with Coda. I saw that 3-digit. That was pretty rough, although I was 9 months pregnant. So then in this past year, since he's been born, there's also been, you know, just a stress of being a mom of 4, and I just kind of, you know, let it go, and I didn't lose any weight. I gave birth to him, and I weighed the exact same. I weighed the exact same about 9 months later, at 9 months pregnant. And it's hard. It's hard, and I don't have to tell you that if you're watching this and if you're overweight or if you struggled with weight, but especially if you are overweight, you know, I'm going to say some things that we kind of don't say out loud, that it's hard, and it is very sad, and robs the quality of life being someone who is obese. And people that aren't don't understand. And yes, I still feel like confident, and I still feel, you know, pretty, and I know my husband loves me, and I know, but we can't deny that there is a quality of life that is not there when you are an overweight person. We can't deny that. Like, I can't say that I can enjoy the same experiences of someone that is a healthy weight. I do have to sit there and watch my husband play in the playground with my children. I don't get to get up there. It's hard for me to get up there and play. I may not fit. I don't get to ride in roller coasters because, you know, I used to work at Cedar Point. You have to pull an inch of slack. I don't get to do that. So you know what I say? Like, oh no, I don't like roller coasters. I have said I don't like roller coasters just because I don't want to be embarrassed. When you go to a restaurant and you're with your friends, it's like, am I going to fit in that booth? When you're sitting next to someone, you feel like you're always impeding on their space, but it's just your body. So much that, you know, people don't like to talk about because we want to be like empowered, you know, and feel empowered. And I do still feel, but I can't deny it. And you know, you can be overweight and healthy. I know that's a big thing. Like, I have a lot of people tell me that, but I know I'm not. I know I'm shortening my years, and what's the worst is I'm not enjoying the time when my children are little, because like I can't get down on the ground and play with them, run and play with them, because it's so easy, like the bigger you get, to see like how someone can get so big, because it's just harder to move in general. And so then now you're living a sedentary lifestyle because it's literally like hard and your knees hurt. So if that just tells you a little bit of what it's like, but you know, but Brittany, why not try to do another diet? You know, why not, right? So here's the thing with a little bit, and if you want to take some time and research statistics on obese people, and especially the VSG procedure, you will find out, and especially if you speak to people that are obese and have lost over 100 pounds, which is usually what they need to lose, and I need to lose over 100 pounds to be considered a healthy, normal weight. 90% of people that have lost 100 pounds gain it back. And I can say that I have lost over 100 pounds and I did gain it back. The thing is, the most success over 5 years are found with people that follow this, use this tool of getting the sleeve, which is just a tool. Because what happens is where I go, I'm under the care of a nutrition, and we do know like it's going to be a big lifestyle change. You take several classes and you learn. There's so many things that I've learned of my unhealthy habits that are just going to help, with this tool, as far as like eating slower portions. Like, what do you need, and stuff. But the thing is, if your stomach is so stretched out, from years of unhealthy eating and from already being obese, there's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can do as far as dieting. You are always going to be at risk for cravings and for not feeling full. And you're going to be living like a diet for the rest of your life. And from my friends that I have talked to, it's so easy to gain back because you are in a diet. So what the sleeve does is it starts you off kind of on a clean plate. That those years of damage done, and now it's not going to be a diet for me. It's going to be a lifestyle for me. It's not going to be like I'm missing out because I'm dieting for the rest of my life, because I would have to. The way where my stomach is at this point, I would literally have to be on a diet for the rest of my life if I wanted to maintain, if I ever got down. Like, I will say, it's a lot harder to lose weight now over the years too, and that's the other thing. But with the sleeve now, I am going to be starting on a clean plate with a new lifestyle. Yes, you're going to hear fail stories of people that have gotten gastric bypasses. And that's kind of why I waited to announce this, because I didn't need to hear the negative stories from someone's aunts, uncles, cousins. I did a lot of research. I've spoken to a lot of people that have had the surgery, and my own research of years of struggling being an obese person, and what that meant for me and what that means for my life. So why that makes me a good candidate for this surgery is because I was able to demonstrate of the yo-yo dieting, and how this could help me, enjoy the quality of life that I want. And has it been easy even starting the procedure? No. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about that, and then I'm going to get off here because today was day 1 of my pre-op diet. My surgery date is April 27th, 2018. I am having it at the Journey Light Weight Loss Center in Cincinnati. Today is 3 days out. I started my first day. So basically, based on my, there is a pre-op diet. I do not have to lose any weight in order to qualify for the surgery, but a lot of times, your organs can be fatty, so they do want you to follow like a pre-op diet. So today was my first day, and I'm not gonna lie, it's been a little rough, even though I have been trying to eat a lot healthier recently, following, all the other information and stuff they've given me. But today it's been like their diet. And if you're with Dr. Trace Curry in Journey Light, what they do is they actually have food that they give you that is a medical weight loss, and you only can eat that food. So this is my first full day of that. If you can see, I do feel and I look a little tired. I'm a little weepy. It's just been feeling kind of blah. Because my body's not used to that. I think it was like 600 calories maybe. And I used to just drink that in a Starbucks drink back in the day, honestly. So this isn't like what they would consider, like, this is just basically getting my body used to the amount that I'm going to be eating after surgery. So I do want to keep everyone updated on this. I welcome all comments, but I'm going to tell you right now that, like, I feel like this is the best thing for me and my family, and I have been able to do it because of my success with my business, and because, and I also want to say that I have been given a second chance at life because of suicide attempts, and also back in my drug addiction overdoses, where a lot of people just don't make it out of. And I am squandering my second chance at life living as an obese person, not healthy. I am limiting myself and limiting, what I'm able to do as a mother and the role model I want to be for my children. Because weight loss and those habits are, they're passed down. So I really am glad for you guys sticking along in this 20-minute video. I know it's kind of long, but I just wanted to update you on why I have decided to get the VSG, and I am excited and scared. So I hope everyone out there, leave your comments and follow me if you want to follow me on this journey and just learn a little bit more about me.